Me Crimson 60620, and I brought it back. And let's go ahead and do this. I just lost my application. Yeah, bringing it back. It doesn't take long. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna actually bring up the page and go for the live streaming. Make sure everything. Want to actually update the picture. And you guys can hear me. So we go ahead and mute that. So I titled this one Greens and Grab Bag. And since I've done that, let's go ahead and do this. You're not seeing me in my Sunday's best. I still gotta. I know last I did this guys with you guys, it was mostly folding my clothes from washing. Let me just turn this shit down. Did I flip the camera? No, there it goes. And we're not doing artwork this time. We are doing an opening. So let's get that opening going, and we'll be all set. All right, guys, what's going on? What's going on? And as soon as I finish getting these notifications out, come on. Okay, so yeah, um, I don't know what I did with this. I really don't know what I did with this. Shit. Hold on, guys. Oh, great. I fucking did it, didn't I? Got the wrong thing in there. That's what happens. That should actually be better. Alright, alright, alright. So I'm actually just sharing this. Give me a second. Turn that shit down. Can you still hear me? Alright, good. So, it's Sunday, and I'm actually just talking shit today. I figured I wanted me some greens. Let me turn that down, cause that is actually about to get loud. I wanted me some greens, some collards, some mustards, and some turnips. I mix my greens like that, and so shit. What else? How else to do it? But sit here and can talk to you guys. And so, this is me just having some fucking fun on a Sunday. I still got to do laundry, but I feel I've been stuck playing too many games this weekend. And shit, I may actually get back on and do some that I want to the main story mission. You can actually catch those when I bring them to YouTube, but it's actually on Twitch. I'm trying to see if a response is which one would you guys like more, live broadcast from Twitch or YouTube. I'm thinking I may actually broadcast it live in different things from fucking from I don't know. Since I do more of my art stuff here, I may just do it on YouTube. Speaking of which, I'm actually just picking greens. These are the collard greens. I actually like the way collard greens mix with mustard and turnip tastes. Do you know that humans artificially chose broccoli, kale, and all this other good shit from we artificially selected them to become green leafy plants, but it was just basically fucking kale. And we did this shit to the plants. Who says there's no such thing as fucking evolution, right? So, this week was actually pretty, still doing a lot of overtime at the call center. And it is a fucking pain, but I don't know. Got a couple of great things planned, a couple of great weekends, events planned for next weekend. First, I have Friday off because I'm going to be at the fucking convention. Yay. Greg Ayers is going to be there, the voice of Frost. Oh, he doesn't exactly do Frieza like his brother does. And I don't know if his brother actually is still with us. Yeah. I know he was really, really sick, but Greg Ayers is the perfect Frost. And it's just brought back Super, and of course, fucking Super movie. Fuck. Okay, so here's the thing. Broly's Super movie is coming out Friday in Japan, and we're not going to be able to get it until January the 29th, a month and a half afterwards. But that's actually really close when you think of how other movies have waited 6 months before we're able to see them. and it's actually just gonna be. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna actually go to the movies to see this one. I kind of missed out on the last and the Boruto movie. I wish I would have saw those in theaters. I wish I would have saw Resurrection F in theaters. That fight cinematography would have actually been fucking cool. I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's just like, yeah, it would have been fun to watch. So, as soon as I finish doing this, we're gonna have a conversation. I got 6 bundles of greens to do, so this is gonna take a while. We're gonna have a conversation about the first movie I had queued up. I've been actually playing with my computer, the one that I told you guys I bought, the one that I did the review on. It was actually pretty decent from Amazon, and shit, I've been having fun with it. Been able to do a lot more things. Let me move back just a little bit. And then these greens are wet, so I'm actually getting wetness on my motherfucking shirt. Oh well. Collard greens are easy to pick. You just pick off the stems. The fun is the mustard and the turnip greens. By the way, I actually have smoked turkey tails boiling. I've had them boiling for and actual turnips themselves cut up and put in the water. So when I cook these bad boys, it's gonna be awesome. And oh my god, I got some beef stew meat. I'm gonna make some gravy for me, but slow cooker, slow motherfucking cooker. Oh shit, that's gonna be fucking amazing. It's gonna be fucking amazing. While I'm doing this, and, yeah, 5 minutes would be good. 5 minutes, then we can start the first promo, the first trail. I'm actually going to talk about work. So, without giving too much away for work, we're short-staffed. We are definitely short-staffed for work, and it's being short-staffed is actually kind of fucked up when you work at the call center, because you can have a slow day, but if it gets busy, you can never manifest enough people to answer all the fucking calls. And it gets a little annoying. I admit it gets a little annoying. But we got Grab Bag and Secret Santa coming up, and that shit is that shit would actually be. You ever have a Secret Santa and they never know what the fuck to get you? So I actually was clean and clear for my Secret Santa stuff. I said gift cards. Now, I draw. A lot of people at work know I draw. I actually draw most of my art at work, and it's just one of those things where a lot of people actually see me do a lot of work, artwork, so they know I draw. But the one thing that I said, gift cards, because I don't get the whole idea. Shit, that shit nasty. I don't get the whole idea of trying to buy for somebody that really barely knows you. And I fucking love going to Michael's. I actually went to Michael's. If you look in the background over there, that's actually 24 by 18 inch multimedia pad. That shit cost me $15. I actually have paints, acrylic paints, that I'm gonna learn how to use for you guys to try to paint something. Actually, I think the Guardians that I'm doing, I'm gonna actually paint those first, and I actually go through markers and do another special project. and I think you guys will like it. Shit. But yeah, no, don't try to think about what gift works for me. No, you're not it. What I don't, there are things that I don't show people. People at work, they wouldn't believe how I am on YouTube. Not saying that I'm phony or fake, but no, I actually act really, really professional at work. Almost too professional. And you get plastic jackass sometimes, but it's always from a place of professionalism. It is tiring to have to always be professional, but I never want to be accused. It's just, you never want to have that stigma at work. Have an office party. You know what I did is part of my gift. Not part of my gift that I got somebody for a bag. I fucking got them a Visa gift card. I paid the extra $4 so they can get the $25 Visa gift card. I'm not. No, fuck you. Like, I'm not gonna get you something that you ain't gonna use. You gonna damn well sure use that motherfucking money, and it's gonna resolve that motherfucking issue. Because, oh, it's not personal. Bullshit. You let me personally make the choice, and goddamn, it's alarming how people in the office mean well. I've seen people like hang out after work and shit like that. They mean well. And maybe because I'm a completely different person. Wow. I cannot English today. Maybe because I'm a different person at work that I have to be. But a lot of people don't know. You just don't be the person at home at work. Unless it's something like this when I'm just gonna be my motherfucking self. Yay. That's if YouTube ever, oh God, if I was to ever make YouTube a job, I think I would have a small following. I don't know about millions of subscribers. I'd be cool with like 500K. Yeah, I'd be cool with 500K. Shit. That way, I'd be big enough so I can actually make a living, but I'd be small enough that I don't have to follow in a way. And that's why I never understood about people who are this big YouTube stars. It's like they have to follow the popular trends. No, I do shit because I like to do shit. Does that hold me back? Hell yeah. How many of you guys want to see the Guardians drawn as much as I do? Well, if you do, I can draw more because I like fucking drawing the Guardians. But how many of you guys would like to talk about philosophy and the struggle between capitalism and the way socialism and shit like that? I don't know, Dirty Turban. I don't. What is your problem, man? I don't fit fingers inside of me, dog. I don't draw for free commissions. If you actually want me to draw a commission, go ahead and my YouTube, my Gmail, you can always email me a Gmail picture, and I can be more than draw for that for a commission. Other than that, if you want to see some of my artwork, you can find it at my DeviantArt page. Right now, I'm sitting back enjoying the motherfucking music and picking my motherfucking greens, which is actually pretty cool. I'm gonna have some fucking fun eating these motherfuckers. Yeah, and I'm gonna definitely have to clean them. So I clean my greens with baking soda. I know some people actually wash the shit, but I like to The baking soda gets it clean, and it actually adds flavor when you're cooking them. All right, so let's take a break from this. All right. Let's turn the music off for right now. That just means we get back to it. Let's go to the projector. And we're going to talk about a couple of different trailers right now. Now, I was trying to do this earlier last week, so let's go. All right. So, this is the Dragon Ball Super trailer, guys. Let's talk about it. Now, the first thing we want to actually talk about with this trailer is this is actually a music video. And if this is a music video for the fucking song, for the movie, it's one that I'm going to actually really enjoy. I really fucking like. And it actually shows a clip of everybody that's in it. So, this is what I love right here. This is the Pokemon Broly. This is the Broly Pokemon pose where Perilous actually is calling Broly like he's Ash Ketchum and and Broly's a Pokemon. Go, Broly! So, I've said this since I saw the second trailer, I guess, where it's just like Perilous actually looks like a grizzled old man, and the whole Frieza Force, the way the Frieza Force looks, it actually looks what I like to say is this. I never want Frieza to become a good guy. I never want Frieza to become a good guy. I would always like him to be that roving pirate king that sits out, that's like, he has fun terrorizing people, but he doesn't need to build a galactic empire anymore. And that's one of the things that I really, really like. I would want them to do for his character. He doesn't have to be good. He doesn't have to be a Vegeta or a Piccolo. No, he doesn't. All he has to be is this roving bad guy that's happening with some shit in the universe. And the way they present him in this movie is almost as if it's like, hey, let's go conquer planets. Hey, let's come across Broly. Hey, this is a Saiyan. Saiyans. I like to fucking subjugate Saiyans. Let me teach him a lesson. Broly teaches him a lesson. In the middle of the fight, Broly gets the upper hand with Frieza going gold. He gets the upper hand. And what happens is Frieza takes Parallax hostage. And he says, you're going to do what I want to do and fight these other Saiyans. And Broly's like, I can kill you. And Frieza's like, I can kill your father first. And they come to an uneasy truce. And it was like, you know what? Frieza's like, you know what? Hold on, guys. I had to check my food. All right, sorry about that. They come to an uneasy alliance. And the uneasy alliance is like, you know what? I don't have to like basically torture you. Let's go kill some Saiyans. And then they reluctantly agree. So you get the fight, you see Broly just call like he a Pokemon, and they do some time skips in the, I think he goes after Goku first, then Goku and Vegeta do the Janken rock paper scissors. Vegeta gets a fight first, and then you just see all of these things. Like you see the shot before that, he actually got knocked into the water. He came back up and just raged out, and then they just like that's when Goku steps in. Like it's just hilarious what they do, right? And so everybody else on the ship is just like, hey, we fucking see this happening. He fucking drags him across the thing. Goku's like, I gotta get serious. Broly is like, yes, I'm getting stronger while I'm fighting, and plus this is fun. And you see this shit. I think this is exactly where he loses the armor and turn the desert. Like, and turns like Budokai, like how Budokai used to be. Once you do the fucking favorite, like the super, it blows up the area. I think that's what happens there. I think in the end, Broly gets killed, but one, Broly dies because you see that scene where Parallax is like, no, Broly dies. Frieza's like, fuck, another Saiyan, but he walks off like, well, I guess you couldn't beat him. Let me go do what I need to do. And basically, Frieza thinks death is meaningless in this universe. So let's go. And the music, I turned the music down so I won't get a stripe with it. But you see, this is when he first meets Broly. I think he meets Broly and he has to go super. And this is like, yeah, that shit is like that. That's when he blows off his armor. And he just goes crazy and he goes, my ki is overflowing. And that's a wonderful scene where they just doing back-to-back final Kamehameha. And it's just like, this is an awesome fucking scene. So, yeah, this is happening Friday. Let me just turn that off right now. So, yeah, I think that's actually going to be a cool little thing, a cool movie. It's going to be more fight heavy than Resurrection F. When you think about it, Battle of Gods wasn't even a fight heavy arc or even a fight heavy movie. It was actually, this is a bigger universe. This was actually, when I think about how Battle of Gods and chronologically, the Yo Son Goku and Friends return is actually canon. So that's actually fun there too. And so, yeah, that's gonna be an awesome fucking movie. That's gonna be an awesome movie, and just my ideas of it is like Frieza will never be good, and I'm one of those people that's like Frieza doesn't need to be good, especially that whole. So at the end of the Tournament of Power, if you're going to see the Broly movie, you should know what happens at the end of the Tournament of Power. Everybody said it, and everybody and a friend of mine was talking about it at work. We see Goku is laying out. Jiren is basically giving up, and Frieza comes up to him. It's like, where's that monster strength? And a friend at work just said, like, I expected Frozone to come out, and it's like, he starts monologuing. And that's what Frieza does. Frieza starts monologuing. And so, Toppo uses the power of love and friendship to give Jiren his power back. No, Jiren, you can do it. We believe in you. Jiren gets up and proceeds to treat Frieza like a heavy bag. He started hitting him. He's like, no, you're not getting away like that. He puts his foot down. He's like, pot up, pop up. He just starts going at his ass. And that's the funniest fucking thing. The funniest thing, because in the end, it's one of those things where you are actually, where you just see how, and Vegeta gets jealous when him and Frieza are fighting together. Like, what? How dare he? Goku's my bitch. And it's almost like, it's like, it's that Team 4-star thing. Oh God, that Team 4-star thing was actually more prevalent than ever. Vegeta gets jealous when Goku fights with people and actually likes challenging other people. Oh God, that's the shit. That's the craziest shit. Like I really, that was funny. That was really funny. And so yeah. I just think that it's gonna actually be a fun little situation with that movie, and I just can't wait to see it. I just truly can't wait to see the shit because it's gonna be fucking fun. I know we have a couple of other trailers that I'm gonna get to. That yes, how I do it. If you guys ever. Depending on how you're watching this, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm actually streaming using the PlayStation Playroom app, the AR Studio, and Let's turn back on some music. Shit, let's go back. So I'm using the PlayStation Studio, and the funniest fucking thing about it is I tried this last week. I tried that super video last week, but I had to actually record it in the PlayStation Share Factory, and actually I actually didn't touch it. I just put the Share Factory parts to it. Other than that, I got 2 more trailers that I'm gonna go over. I have to work on, so a new friend of mine. She's actually pushing me to do more work, more videos. That's why if you guys can go back and watch the poem video that I did, it was just a push to work on more poems, broadcast more poems, and now it's a push to do something real big. And I think I can go get it. Where is it at? There we go. So, and I'm gonna bring it out in a second, guys. I'm gonna officially go to paints, and this is actually Michael's paint set. I haven't opened it. I can't open it on camera for you guys. As you can see, multiple colors. This is the color palette of it, and it is acrylic paint. So let's go ahead and open this. Oh shit. Comes in nice handy colors. That's the metallic paint. Sit this down for a right second. This is the neon paint. And this is more metallic gold and silver. That's more metallic. And more metallic silver. So I'm gonna have fun using those. I know it's some colors that I may have to mix to get the color that I want. But who doesn't have to mix colors when you're working with acrylic paint, right? My thing with doing the 18 by 24 is that I can't do it at work where I do most of my artwork at, so it's just one thing. I gotta really sit down and concentrate and do it at home. You know, my thing is, I would want to do more art stuff and kind of pull back on well, make my art stuff more of my profession. So yeah, this is actually pretty easy pick. I just want to get as much green as I possibly can. And these are the mustard greens. Yeah, I think that's what the man said. Yeah, mustard. Anyway, after we finish this, I'm gonna actually bring up the next trailer that I want to talk about, and then we can actually go from there. Almost finished, guys. You know, I really fucking enjoy YouTube's creative music. It actually helps spices up the videos that I do. Not just, you know, this actually took these songs on here through this playthrough took a little bit more effort because I had to use Audacity to burn them to a format that this system can actually read. But some of the music is actually pretty good. And yeah. We're gonna actually stop for just a second, guys, and then we're gonna get back into the next trailer. And I'm halfway finished with the greens. Yay! Woohoo! I've already got 3. 3 out of 6. Yeah. You know, sometimes you can get some poor mustard green quality. Alright, guys. So, yeah, I'll be right back. The next thing we're going to do is pull up another trailer of a game that I really like. All right. Created a broth with that turkey broth. Now, let's bring up another item on the list. Not that one, but no, not that one. All right, let's go. And we're gonna actually watch it, and you guys can hear it while I'm while watching. I'm gonna actually pause it. Yes, Kingdom Hearts 3. Now this is gonna be the actual opening trailer, and so I got the music down, but this is young Master Xehanort, and you can actually see him moving pawns and pieces. You see, it's like it's almost as if he's fucking. He's seeing his life flash before his eyes. You get Ventus. Okay, you see what he's becoming, and you see the little pieces actually moving, and you see how he's playing a part then and there. And of course, you see Sora. And you see where the pieces fall. You see the 360. You see Capsule. Wow. You see the 360 over 5. Shit. You see Xemnas. You see, that's an awesome battle. I love that. And then you see Castle Oblivion when he's first fighting Xehanort. Then you see Melucia. Then you see the fucking battle system is going to be awesome in this one. You see him, old man Xehanort, old Master Xehanort. And this is awesome. You see the 2 Keyblades fall down. You see Mickey. And you even see Kyrie's Keyblade. So yeah, this is like, I can't wait for this, and the music behind it was actually really good. The reason why I'm not doing the music right now because a lot of the Japanese companies actually do copyright strikes like fuck it. They hand out copyright strikes like fucking crazy. So that one, okay, so I need to actually, and I'm going to stream it for you guys, where I'm going to actually try to platinum all of Kingdom Hearts 2, which would be hard as fuck. And I think I'm going to do it, I'm going to get that game when it comes out. I got to pre-order it for myself. But Kingdom Hearts 3 looks like it's going to be fucking amazing. It's gonna be fucking awesome, and I just can't wait for that game to come out, man. It's like, and I'm not one of those people that be like, oh, this game in the storyline was crap, oh, this game in the storyline was shit. I'm not that person. because in the end, they all tell a good fucking story. I don't know, people hate the time travel bullshit. And I do too. I hate the time travel bullshit when it's used as an excuse for them to pull shit out of their ass. But Kingdom Hearts is a Disney story. Of course they're gonna pull shit out of their ass. It's not only a Disney story, it's a Square Enix told Disney story. And Square Enix had Nakamura, whatever his name is, he comes up with some craziest way to actually tell stories. And I don't blame people for just the way they fucking find the story confusing. I actually follow the story, and the story is actually it's complex. It's not nonsensical. And yes, they retcon a lot of shit, but it's complex. It's just definitely complex. And like, if you start the story basically started in media res, and I don't think they knew when Nakamura actually created. He didn't know how big it was until he tried to do, because the end boss in Kingdom Hearts 1 wasn't supposed to be the end. They were actually supposed to go to Castle Oblivion. And they actually padded out Castle Oblivion, which was supposed to be a larger part of the story. That's the end of the world, I don't think was supposed to be the end part of that story. They were supposed to go to Castle Oblivion. But they made it work. And what ended up happening is, you had Chain of Memories, and you had 355 over 65. It was a horrible gameplay, but the fucking story of it was just awesome. Like, the interactions that the characters had, I fucking love those interactions. And it was just one of those things where it's just it was cutting, and it's just like, you realize the tragedy of Roxas. I know a lot of people didn't like him because he just wasn't Sora in Kingdom Hearts 2, which that's the only problem they have with him, that he wasn't Sora. Like, his relationship in Axel in the first part of Kingdom Hearts 2 was fucking amazing. Like, the whole, I don't want to go with you, that whole, like, I finally remember who I am, now I gotta, like, fight you because I don't want to go back. And the whole realization that he was part of Sora all this time, and now he has to go back, so his existence doesn't mean anything. And when you realize throughout Kingdom Hearts 2 that he's not just Sora's nobody, he's not just Vince's reborn. No, he's his actual character. And Roxas is that fight that you do in Final Mix, when you fight him the way that you fight him, that's an awesome fucking fight. And I'm sorry, like, I don't know why people just didn't like him, because you started off with him instead of Sora. And he was never meant to be a throwaway character. He was never meant to be just a Sora analog. He was actually meant to be his own character. And I think that just a lot of people gave Roxas a hard time, where he's boss. He actually has. This is the reason why in 2 Sora came back so powerful, especially the final form. My fault, y'all. Thirsty as hell. But yeah, like, I really love Kingdom Hearts. And just like the Disney characters, it's like, oh, your story isn't that bad. My shit is worse. Kingdom Hearts 2 Hercules, 1 and 2 Hercules was unique, where he was like, yeah, you just have to save the world. I call that Tuesday. What's some other ones? The Beast was a humongous dick in both games. at least in one, he had the whole thing about, you know, he had the thing about, you know, trying to save Bill. And I find that noble. But in two, he was just a dick for no reason. Oh, shit. Mulan was funny. Mulan was hilarious. And oh my, like when she unlocked her Mulan form again, and you would just get that sword rush. I know it's not called that. It's called something else. But you get the sword rush where she's like, oh, and you just fighting and you just swinging like, yes. The limit system in Kingdom Hearts 2 is just fucking amazing. If they built that up for 3, where you fight with people and you just are like, that'll be amazing. That would be fucking amazing. Like, man. And I seen some of that gameplay footage. Ooh. I want to be able to jump from a high place, come down and just fucking ground pound with the keyblade and just eradicate what's in my way. And you see it and you thought, you know, it looks cool the first time, and you see more of it where Sora just free falls, and he free falls and he smashes into shit. Man, that shit is awesome. Alright, we're gonna finish this last of this one bundle, which I got one more piece of it, or two. And then I'm gonna actually get off for just a second, guys. Clean the greens. And maybe get my ass to the laundromat. Or work on a piece of art. So we're gonna do this one last trailer. And yes, I know it came out the other day, so. All right. And now for the final trailer. Let's go. Yes. This one isn't that bad. There we go. I wonder whose ship he has. Is that the Guardian ship?
Stay on. Hey, Miss Potts. If you find this recording, don't feel bad about this. Part of the journey is the end.
Who said she survived?
Just for the record, being adrift in space with zero promise of rescue is more fun than it sounds. Full water ran out 4 days ago.
Huh.
Oxygen ran out tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's the Guardian ship.
When I drift off, I will bring you with you. It's all I see.
You know what? In Marvel, has people died and not come back? I love the little blow away. An homage to the original end of the Infinity War.
Exactly what he said he was going to do. He wiped out
The Thanos armor, if you go back and look at the Thanos armor, yeah.
We lost. All of us.
Shit.
We lost friends.
Huh.
We lost family.
Black Panther.
We lost a part of ourselves.
Fuck. Okay, so let's talk about this. So, Hawkeye getting rid of the bow and going into, I forgot what he fucking called himself when he did, like, basically super martial artist. Like, that is fucking awesome. They pay homage to that shit where he's just like, no, fuck the bow. Let's go kill. And that's what I fucking love. All right. I loved how they did that. Like, oh, you useless at a bow. Like, oh, ha, ha, I show you useless. And he goes, like in the comics, he goes like super martial artist, like taught by Cap, taught by Wolverine. Like, he goes like, I'm gonna show you what a motherfucking Archer will do. Let's go ahead.
This is the fight of our lives.
Peggy's dead.
I know I don't. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't.
Yes. Yes. And you know what? Every time some...
Hi, is anyone home? This is Scotland. We met a few years ago at the airport in Germany. Got really big.
Is this an old message?
I know you know that.
It's the front door.
That's me.
Yes.
Let me in.
All right. So we're gonna talk about that trailer. Like I said, you had the Hawkeye thing. You had the fuck. It's gonna be fucking amazing. It's gonna be fucking amazing. And like as would always, my me and my daughter, we're gonna actually go and watch the movie when it first come out. We're gonna see Captain Marvel. I don't have. Okay, so basically, Captain Marvel now is just Marvel Superman. Like Marvel has multiple Supermans, but like it got to the point where she's in red, blue, and yellow. Like she's stoic Marvel Superman, and I didn't do that trailer, but that trailer that came out for you know Miss Marvel, it kind of, I don't take it as a hopeful movie. I really don't. I take that as a fucking horror story that everybody's out to get you, and I think that the way that they present the Kree is, oh, them some noble guardian race. No, Krees are assholes. Now, with the Marvel cosmology, I will admit Krees aren't evil. They're just really, really interested in their own self-interest. Look how they treated the and it's more or less the leaders of the Kree versus the people of the Kree. But look how they treated the Inhumans. The Inhumans are actually part Kree. That's how they got their powers. Black Bolt has fucked up a Kree 1 or 2. He's even became king of the Krees. You know, it's just that the Krees aren't exactly good guys. They have their own self-interest. And you know what? There are no beloved empires in the Marvel. Like, even the fucking Shi'ar. The Shi'ar are cruel bastards. They're more akin to... So, if you're going to look at the Kree are the Austria-Hungarian Empire. They've had power, but their power is waned, and they're doing things to hold on to their power. The Kree, that's what the Kree are. The Shi'ar Empire are the British Empire. They're made up from a lot of different people. They're not on the surface cruel, but they will do cruel shit to keep themselves. The Greens are for personal use, one-eyed cat. The Kree would do. I mean, the Shi'ar would actually do. They would do cruel shit just to protect themselves, but they're not evil. The Squirrel, on the other hand, they're the motherfucking evilest people, and they have a chip on their shoulder because Galactus ate their planet, so they want to fucking survive. When it comes down to it, they all just don't like fucking humans. The reason why they don't like humans is because humans have the capability of being the next galactic empire, like they do, but they just play with. They're like trusting a nuke to children or a orange Oopa Loopa stupid ass motherfucker who doesn't know how to talk right with nukes. And yeah, no, I understand. No, the Shi'ar Empire are selfish too. They're a fucking empire. Power exists to feed itself. I'm gonna have to challenge you on that because the Shi'ar Empire has done some evil shit. they're the beloved empire because they're like if you ever watch Babylon 5, there are a few empires. There are the Centauri Empire or the Centauri people. There are the humans, the Earth Force. The Shi'ar are like the Mubari. The only reason why they help in Earth is because they have dark secret ties to Earth, where if it got out that what Earth means to them, like they'll be shamed. So yeah, Shi'ar are, in all rights and terms, they are selfish. I wouldn't say they're evil. The Kree aren't evil either. They just don't want to pass away to the wasteland of history, which, judging by this Marvel movie, the Captain Marvel movie, it looks as if that's when their decline is starting to happen. I know they're not going to bring the Marvel Cinematic Television Universe into it, because if they did, they would have to mention Black Bolt, and they would have to mention some of the other. They would have to mention Agents of Shield, because that Kree arc that they did, or the Inhuman arc that they did back a few seasons ago, that was actually pretty good. It just ended like shit. And they had to tie it into Hydra for some reason. I know another one. What was another one that was actually good? Fucking Luke Cage got. I'm not Luke Cage. The Shi'ar Empire. Yes, from X-Men. That's why during Secret Empire, One-Eyed Cat, they were like, "Oh, the humans closed themselves off from the rest of the universe. Good, let them destroy themselves." Like, legit, people were happy. They thought the humans were going to destroy themselves. And especially when they realized it was Captain America that orchestrated it all, I was like, oh, yeah, let them destroy themselves. The best one actually closed them off from the rest of the universe. Good. Problem solved. They about to solve our problem for them. But, yeah, the only people that mildly are good people for humans are the Asgardians in the Marvel Universe. And that's the only reason, because they like screwing humans. Like, legit, they, like, Thor liked screwing one human. And then he was a prince of Asgard, so he was like, okay, all the rest of the other races, they fucking hate. Even the fucking Immortals. The Immortals and which are, in a sense, are fucking human, hate the humans. They hate them. They just fuck it. Anti-heroes have their place. One-Eyed Cat, anti-heroes have their place. I'm not going to say they all are good, but I hate super righteous heroes, because you can never write for them. Shit. Sorry about that, guys. I'm almost finished anyway. Turn this stupid music off. Speaking of music, let's throw this back on. Where's it at? Alright, yeah. I'm almost finished anyway, guys. Let's flip this back over. I don't like it when a main character dies for no reason, just to add shock value. I like a character that dies that has meaning. It's not lettuce, it's greens, man. And I have to cook them and clean them. It's mustard, turnip, and collards. But anyway, as it goes, guys. So I think I'm gonna do two things tonight. I'm obviously gonna actually go to laundromat to wash my clothes. I may come back on a little bit later to actually stream some Conan. And you know what? That Conan stream actually may go on my Twitch channel. And I encourage everybody. I'm actually trying to get to 50 followers so I can actually it's turnips, mustard, and collard greens. That's the type of greens I have, man. It's turnip greens, collard greens, and mustard greens all mixed in. It's kind of a southern thing. My parents have people that originated in the South, and so I like to mix my greens that way. But I want to do some more Horizon Zero Dawn, but I fear if I don't start with that, I'm never gonna get to more of it. So I can just sit back and talk shit for an hour. If that's what you really want to do, I just wanted to talk to you guys, have an opinion about some shit. But yeah, I'm gonna cook the greens. Figure I had some shit to talk about. One-eyed cat, since you're asking, and might as well talk to you guys while I'm picking greens. Got nothing else better to do right now. Well, I have other shit better to do. Have shit that I'm trying to run away from, especially that big ass picture. All that big ass picture is gonna be a fucking amazing. And while I'm thinking about it, let's actually bring up the most recent picture that I finished. Where is it? There it goes. Photos. Just once. No, it's just gonna be greens. That's all this will be. I just finished this. I called it the Battle Worn Guardian or the Battle Worn Protector. I'm still waiting to put it up on my DeviantArt page. But if you follow me on Twitter, you can actually see the actual picture. This is, of course, with marker on multimedia paper, which I love Canson. I love Canson's multimedia paper. I think I'm gonna actually start doing some acrylic paint with my biggest. Nah. Especially since I'm eating greens with beef and gravy. And I can eat greens all day. Shit. I have eaten greens all day. The reason why I actually started doing greens is basically during Thanksgiving I cook my own food. So I cooked some greens and it wasn't enough, so I figured I'd cook some more. And actually almost finished, so it's time to wash the greens. And so I'm gonna actually be bringing this stream to an end, guys. And since I'm bringing it to the end, I want to thank everybody who's watched and enjoy your day.